Hello, welcome back everybody. Abdullah here, and in this video we are back again into our Django application, cloning Instagram, and we're just continuing along with it. In this video, I just thought we'll work on creating the create view for the app so that users can create their posts directly from the website instead of going all the way to the admin interface and then make the create over there. So let's get started. The first thing we need is actually a form where users can key in the information that they need. I will come up until my Insta application right here, I believe. This is template, static, Insta. Okay, yeah, this one here. And then inside of this one, I will create a file. I will call it forms.py, and I will directly start coding this. So I will say from Django, import forms, and then I will come here, and I need a model for me. Like the form is actually the users are going to fill up a form, and that form is based off a model, which is our post model, which is right here in models.py. This model. So I will say from dot models import post. That's my model name. Now I need to call something called crispy forms, and crispy forms is the library that is going to handle and make it easier for us to create our forms. We can first of all install it. Before I do that, I want to get to my virtual environment, so I will call my conda. No, I don't need to call conda because I'm on Windows, so I will just do activate insta clone, just like that. And once it's activated, now I will do pip install what do you call that again? Crispy form. I believe that's the correct way, crispy forms. And let me just continue here. So I will say from crispy underscore forms dot helper import form helper. Couldn't find version that satisfies. Okay, I'll go into that later. Form helper, and now I need from crispy forms again. I need dot layout import actually, why do I need all of these, guys? I just need the helper, form helper, and then from there I think everything will be fine. But I believe I still need the submit that I'm going to import from this one. So I will call submit layout and field. So from the layout I will call submit, and then I will call the layout, but this one is capital, and then I will call the field, just like that. And inside of here I'm going to create a class called post form, and this class is actually taking inheriting from this forms class that I got. So just copy it, I will paste it here, and it's actually forms dot model form, just like that. And then I'll get into here, then I'll say helper is equal to, it's an instance of form helper class that I just also imported before. And why I'm using this helper is because I will be using what's called the class views later on, and I couldn't find good exercises on it, and this is something that I have Stack Overflow it and Googled a lot until I figured it out. So yeah, you can believe that it will work later on. So I'll do form underscore method, and this method is going to be post because it's going to be a post request users are going to make, and then I will do helper dot add underscore input, and these inputs are going to be inside of here, so I will call the submit again, and inside of these here I will call something like this, so post, and I'll come here and then I will do again post, and then CSS class. I believe this is for the uh, what do you call that, primary, for the button that when users actually create when users fill up the form and then they want to submit, they will hit on the submit button. So I'm taking care of this from now. Then inside of this I will have a class called meta, just like that. And in this meta class I'll say model is equal to post. That's the model that I'm putting my data on or inside. And then I have fields like that, and the fields which are the fields that users are going to be filling up, and they are going to be the image, and then after the image I have my caption, because I need them to put the image and the caption when they create each post. So only those two. I don't need anything else after that. Let me still download my crispy forms. Should it be underscore? Collecting crispy form. Couldn't find a version satisfy crispy form. No matching. Let me find what is the error. How to download crispy forms. I will go through the documentation and let's see what is the special command that they're having. Pip install upgrade crispy form. Let me just see if this actually works. Copy Django crispy form. Oh, it should be Django crispy form. Okay, then let me paste that in here and then run it. And every time I have downloaded something, now I need to go to my settings.py and then add crispy form to my installed apps. So I have Insta in here, then I need to come up here and then call and just add crispy forms in here, and that's just going to be underscore forms in my installed app list. And once I've done that, I will save it, and then I will save this one again. Now I can go to my views and create a view for that, and this is going to be a create view, so it's also generic and also class view. So I will call create view, just like that. And in here, let me put this comma. Now I will make a new class and I will call it post create view, and it's inheriting from the create view class. So let's continue on with this. The first thing I will need is define which template is going to be my create view, and that template is going to be I'm going to create a new template here, like with these templates here. Like I had base.html and then post list.html. So I will just say template is equal to insta slash post underscore create dot html. And this is just I haven't made this template yet. I'll be making it along the way. And now I will call form underscore class, and this is equals to post form. And let me import that from my forms. So I will just say from dot I believe forms import post form, and I'm just importing this form into my views. Now I have done that. All I need to do is get the some kind of the query set. So I will just call query set is equal to um, it's post.objects.all. Post.objects.all. Yeah, just like that. And once I've done that, now I need to define if the users or whichever they enter into my form is actually valid based on some criteria, or if we can define that later on. But then if they enter like invalid information, then the form will be rejected and they won't be able to make a post. So I will define form valid function, and then it just takes the self, and it also takes form. And now I'll come down here and let me see. In order for me to actually know if I later actually got some data in, I will print something called the cleaned data. So I will just call form dot cleaned underscore data, just like that. And now this is the real deal, because it's something that I have spent tremendous amount of time working on. Every time a user creates a post, we have to because we don't want the users to enter their username every time they want to create a new post. So I want my app to be smart enough to know which user is actually logged in, which user is actually in this section who is using the app. That means he is the user that is creating the post. So this is not something that is easily defined, so I need to define that inside of my create view. So I will be calling form dot so I'll be defining that inside of this form valid. So whenever I check that the form is valid, then I will get inside, and then I will make that the author is actually the author object in my class as the user that is already logged in. You get what I mean? I hope that actually makes sense. Form.instance dot author is equal to self dot request dot user, just like that. Self.request.user. And now I will get down here, and then I will return super like that dot form valid, form invalid, form valid. Oh, this is not form invalid, it's supposed to be form valid. Just like that, sorry for that. Form valid, and inside of here I will just call form. I believe that is all for my what do you call this, for the post form view, I mean post create view. Now I need to make a the URL for it, so I will call this create no, it's supposed to be post create view, this one. I'll put this in here, and now I will make the path for it, just like this, and inside of here I will be calling it and I will call it new. Inside of here I will call post create view dot as view, just like that, the previous one, and then name it name is going to be post underscore create. I can also call it post new, whatever you feel like. You can name it anything. Let me save this. I believe I still have one more step to do, and that is actually creating the HTML template for everything. Let me go through that right now, and I will go to templates here, and I already named my template, so it's supposed to be post create.html. So I will just copy this, and then I will get into templates, and then here Insta, and then here I will make a new file, and I will name it this and hit enter. And my template is going to have all the extents from the base.html. So I don't feel like copying that from the beginning again. Well, let me just do it. I will do this, and then I will do something like this. Now I will go extents, and then inside of here I will call it insta slash base.html. And once I've done that, now I will call my I need to load my crispy forms because I have just downloaded them. I need to get it in here in order for me to actually use it. So I will say load crispy form, crispy underscore forms, and it should be crispy forms tags, sorry. And once I've done that, I can get in here and then make my block content, and then I'll make the end block directly, end block, just like that. And inside of this, I actually need Bootstrap, because crispy forms are actually using Bootstrap. But then before I do that, let me just hit tab in here. Let's say I just hit tab, and inside of here I just need to create a div. What is that? Give. And inside of this, I'm going to, because later I'll be using Bootstrap, so I have a class here called panel, and also panel default, panel default. And I kind of already made my style inside of the div, so let me just do it here. And the style for this is going to be width, and my width is 500 pixels. And what else do I have? I have a margin 0 auto to save everything in the middle, so I will do margin 0 auto, just like that. Okay, inside of this div, now I need to I will create another div, and this one is going to be class panel body. And in here I'm just going to load my crispy forms, because this is so much easier. Crispy form, it's like this. And now in this last thing here, I need to do the CSRF token, and we use this just for security purposes over the web. You need to like pass this security CSRF token every time you are creating a new or making a post request to your server. Now let me make sure that everything is running just fine. I have made this, I've made that. Alright, now I want to make sure that every time I create a new post that I actually send the users back somewhere else, and I can actually set that into my views.py in here. I can say something like success URL equal to like going back, so that every time they create a new uh, every time we create a new post, we get back to the main page to actually see it. Or you can also go back to the detail view, but we haven't made the detail view yet. But yeah, so I will define my success URL, and then I will call that is equal to, and this just means that go back to the main page. So I will save this one as well. Now I will just come up here and I will do python manage.py run server. Let's run the server and see. Right now I got my server running. Let me go back to the website and see what has actually changed. Now I'll try going to the URL that I've made. Yeah, sometimes it may not work the way I want it. And right, it is. It did not work the way I want it. And now what does it say? Using model form mixing base of post create view without the fields attribute is prohibited. Alright, haven't I made the fields? Let's go to forms. I've already made my fields in here. Alright then, this is supposed to be not from, it's supposed to be form. From class is equal to blah blah blah. Now let's refresh, see if it actually works. And now template and request either definition template name or implementation of get template names. Improperly configured new oh yeah, we need to put this template name inside of here. It's not just template, so it's supposed to be template name. Control S, so I haven't seen that in here. It was supposed to be template name. And now my server is running. Let me refresh, and as you can see, it is inside of here. But then my user, there is something finicky going on with the layout of the HTML. Let me do this here. Let's see. I need what do you call? I need the bootstrap CDN. I think I already have that. I already put it in here, but I will copy the entire thing. I will delete it from here, and I will just paste it inside of my base.html. In here, this is going to kind of change a little bit in my front end, but we will fix that later on. I will save this as well. Let me go here, refresh the page, because it's hidden inside of this part in here. That's why I can't see it, and I believe so. So let me, or maybe I've written something wrong. I'm always like writing something wrong. So let me see. I believe image. Okay, let's go to my model form and see if it's actually written correctly. Models image, and then I will go to forms. It is written correctly. What is the problem then? Image, and then I have caption. Save, go back, refresh. Something's wrong. If there's an issue with the server, there is no issue with the server. Alright, as you can see, I think there was something wrong, or it could be internet problem. I'm not so sure. Okay, now I can just create a new post right here. Let me choose a nice image, and can't find. Let's choose this one. Regular expression. Hello. Well, this is post, and then I'll hit on post. It's going to, oh my goodness, give me an error. And post new, cannot assign simplicity Django contrib auth method object blah blah blah. Post that also must be user instance. And then what is the problem? It is a user instance. It is actually going through this, and we're already going through this and having the problem in here. I believe that I need to import request or user inside of here, so let me double check that. Alright, now we're getting, I believe that we're getting this error is because of this function, as I just said later just now. I said that here we are assigning the from.instance.author is equal to request.user, but then we are currently we are not logged in to our site, and to make you actually believe that we are not logged in, we can go to my admin, and then as you can see, it is not giving us the admin page directly, so that means we are not logged in. So let me log in. That is my username, and here is now we are logged in. Let's go to view the site, and then inside of here I will go to new, and then here I will choose my image. I will choose any beautiful image from here, this one, and then use now should be working. If I hit on post this time, voila, you can see it actually did post it, and we did not get any errors, and here is the image that we see. New post now should be working, as you can see, and it's perfectly fine. Everything is not crashing, everything is fine. And that is it for this video. I hope you have learned a lot, especially the part where you can assign the each user to each post. Every time you actually do that, it is going to make your life so much easier. I've done a lot of research, a lot of googling. I had a lot of hard time figuring that out, so to deal with that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this really helpful. Please leave me a like, comment, what do you think, what should I be working on in the future, and I will definitely be keeping you updated, you guys, with new videos, and goodbye.